Welcome to the live session from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, guys and girls. Hope that you are ready for a big day as CAD news coming up later today. We might see quite a few high impact news later today coming up, and we might see a good movement in the market. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening where you are at the moment based on your location. Let's begin a very successful day again. We had early today on Eurujpy and Gbpusd trade. Gbpusd has gone break even and Eurujpy has gone to the profit. Now at the moment we'll be waiting for another big move on we might see a good move on dollar CAD, as well as that might also affect the GJ, all the instrument, dollar CAD news, dollar CAD gold also will have an impact on it. So let me know, guys, when you are here, everyone. I can start the analysis for the day, and also we can look for the best trade possible in the market. Naveen, good evening. Thank you, Naveen. And CAD CPI news, what's effect on gold? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Patrick, hello, coach. Thank you for your help. Patrick, thank you very much. And let's see, guys and girls, on we saw that here is Gbpusd. Also, I would like to look at gold and quite a few instrument currently trending. Euro dollar also might have a bounce from this level there, from this weekly support level that we discussed, from this high liquidity zone. There's a big buying happen on euro dollar at the moment. So if you look at here, this is the weekly support level, this level that I have drawn in our previous live session, and exactly from that zone we have seen a huge bullish momentum to the upside on euro dollar. So let's begin first of all with gold, and also then we will be looking at as well on Gbpusd. So I would like to see that everyone is here. So guys, I can start. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. Aminu Ibrahim from Nigeria. Thank you very much. So morning, boss. Welcome. Okay, so what's happening with the gold? Let's look at first of all, and then also this is the daily chart on gold. If you guys have seen that previous sessions analysis on gold, this is what we're discussing, that gold might be breaking the daily low. We might see that gold is breaking the daily low, and after breaking the daily low we might see a bounce, but we saw that it didn't break the daily low. Instead we have seen the same bounce. So that might lead gold to have another spike with the CAD news coming up. We might see another spike that might lead gold to with the CAD news to move a lot. So let me look at in that situation where we can find our next opportunity. So looking at the daily chart, we see that today's high is here, which is the resistance that we can look for from the daily, and today's low is here. Now daily perspective is very important, because in majority of the time you'll see that the market moves based on daily. You can find a very predictable movement on the market based on the daily, because daily is not a very higher time frame, neither a lower time frame, but a time frame that is in the middle. All right, so and because of that, daily time frame is very reliable. I use a lot for drawing the key levels as well as for understanding the market structure, because the trending movement in the market you can understand very easily from the daily perspective. So with that being said, let's look at if we look at monthly a bit to see a bit higher time frame, because when you look at the monthly, weekly, higher time frame, looking at bigger picture will give you a clear direction in the market, right? So bigger picture is very important. If you look at bigger picture, also you can develop a very good trading psychology. So when you look at bigger picture, you know that exactly trading can give you freedom when you know how to use it. Guys and girls, no matter how good you are at trading, no matter how much the exposure you have with the market, in the beginning it looks a bit daunting, and that's where comes in play to look at the bigger picture, because emotion is a big factors in trading, especially in the beginning. I will tell you why it is in the beginning, because in the beginning, it becomes look like very easy, and then a very difficult, and then easy. So we normally move from one spectrum to the other spectrum. So in that situation, when you look at the bigger picture, so how do you look at the bigger picture? Imagine that if you are looking at one trade that has given you a big profit, and the next one you might be doubling up the risk, or maybe even not trading anymore because you want to hold that profit. On the other hand, if you look at bigger picture, you know that one trade going this way, that way, doesn't matter. Here, once you know how to do the risk management, how to trade properly based on strategy risk management, that's where you started to see how it looks like to be a consistently professional, profitable trader, because it's freedom, right? So that's what we'll be looking at, focusing on looking at the bigger picture. Only when you look at the bigger picture on the chart, when you look at the monthly and weekly time frame, where we can see that from the weekly as well, this is a weekly perspective, we can see the market structure is very visible. Now, what is the market structure? Is the backbone of the market. If you want to see which way a market is heading, you must look at the market structure, because it's the way you can understand how the market is moving. Now, if you look at this market on the weekly on gold, which is basically a huge bullish move, so what does this candlestick pattern mean to you guys? It is important that you always understand the candlestick pattern. Okay, now you might say, okay, why only I need to understand the candlestick pattern? In fact, this is only the thing that you can have access as a retail trader. As a retail trader, we only have access to candlestick pattern. So this is the only source that you can access reliable information to find best trade possible in the market. All the profitable professional trader, they uses the candlestick pattern. So it's very important that you pay attention to, because it's the visible part in the market. Guys, I'll tell you why it is so important to learn the candlestick pattern, because you can't learn anything else better than a candlestick pattern. Because this candle printing, they will tell you what's happening on the other side. And if you go to the, let's say, at the time when JC Livermore traded, for example, 100 years ago, or maybe that time, so they also relied on this kind of, they didn't have this virtual, the computer or all of them, but they also use the same data, and from that time it built up, and now it's more modern and digital, and we can have access to everything in that spectrum. So candlestick pattern, now in anything other than that, for example, indicator, it's lagging, right? Indicator will not give you what's happening at the moment right away, and also some other, let's say, fundamental. Okay, so how do you use the fundamental? Also, we'll talk about it later today. It's a different thing, but for trading short term as a trader, we need to look at the candlestick pattern, because every candle will tell you a story. Once you know how to read the story, you can understand what the buyers and sellers are thinking on the other side. So that's why it is very important. Now, looking at the weekly, looking at the daily chart, where again coming back to the daily, today's candle is, you can see it's so far an inside bar. Price is still remaining in between the high and low. Now, looking at the, see if you look at the intraday time frame, where prices dropped to that level, and from that zone we saw this bounce on gold, expecting it to move up and then pull back and then to keep pushing high to create a new higher high. So looking at the let me see that here on 15 minutes chart. So you can see that here is a 15-minute chart on gold, which is from here we discussed during the live session, the market has made a move. Now this is in a bullish channel at the moment, expecting it to have a breakdown to fill that imbalance. There is, you can see this channel. If we see that local breakdown on the from that channel, after we see price action confirmation, we can look for entry to the upside. If we see with the CAD news, the market is grabbing liquidity from this support, you might be able to see potential entry. So I would like to see the market has managed to break and broken any of this support, then we can look for potential entry to the upside on gold. So this is with the gold. Now let's look at, this is the support that we will be looking at, as this market already started to move to the upside. Without breaking from the structure, I will not be entering, and I will be also discussing in detail later in this live session why it is so important to look at the breakup structure. Guys and girls, I believe that you are here. Giving a thumbs up will be helpful, and let me know. Pele, thank you very much. Hassan, welcome. Arch, good morning. And let me know what's your thought. And also I see that the likes is going up, but I would like to see that it's almost half of the view at least. So if you give a thumbs up will be helpful, and that also helps the channel to grow. And thanks for your support to the channel always, as always. So let's look at now on GJ. Now we saw the GJ, we had a trade in our previous session, and it's just moving in that direction after a deeper liquidity grab. It moved in that. We are break even on GJ, but we had a very good one on UJ. So anyone had that trade with us in our previous session? Dollar CAD, yeah, we will be looking at dollar CAD as well. Now looking at here on GBP/JPY, if you look at let me see the intraday time frame. Thank you so much, Abdul Ghana. Thank you, welcome Abdul. Yeah, thank you, coach. Please check dollar CAD. Yes, we'll be looking at dollar CAD. Is very important. 13 minutes, there is a news coming up. So before I go to the GJ, we see that the market is feeling that long week. Let's quickly look at dollar CAD, and then we'll come back to that on GJ. Now CAD news, CAD CPI is absolutely important, because that will definitely have a big impact in the market. So looking at dollar CAD from the daily chart. So I'd like to ask a question, guys. What do you think that on dollar CAD is this market is bullish or bearish? What's your opinion? Because understanding the market structure will always give you a big edge in the market, because it's all about trading with the trend. So once you trade with the trend, you know that exactly how to find the best setup in the market. So if you look at here on daily chart, dollar CAD, what's your view on dollar CAD? Good morning. Thank you, Francisco. Strong bullish. Yeah, very good. So I see 2% bullish. Zofia bullish. Matthew bullish. Okay, welcome. Okay, so we see that almost 100% of you are correct on this trending decision. So dollar CAD is bullish. Now in that bull market, what we will be waiting is is for the price to come down for a deeper pullback. Okay, good morning, bullish. Okay, Abdul. Yes, now because it's a, you see, this is a bounce pullback, and because it's a bull market, Zainab, yeah, welcome. Yeah, I see that almost 100% are correct, so everyone is correct in your approach. So when you see a very strong bull market, what is our job is for the price to wait for the pullback and then to grab liquidity before we see that bounce on this market. Now, if you look at the 1 hour chart on dollar CAD, what do you see, guys and girls? You see, this is the key points here. There is a structure. Okay, so this is a triangular pattern, which is a bullish pattern, which had a breakout, a pullback, another bounce, expecting dollar CAD here to break, and after this break on dollar CAD, we'll be waiting for the price to break and to grab that liquidity and then to bounce back to the upside on dollar CAD. Now, if we look at the intraday time frame, here is the key points to look at, because here is the liquidity candle. If you guys have watched if you join our previous Zoom class on VIP group, definitely you know what I'm talking about. It's a huge liquidity candle. There's one here as well. So when you identify a liquidity candle from a very important level is the key. Now, if you look at our TF strategy, here the signal is not showing here with the TF indicator, but because it's touched later maybe, but it's a TF strategy as well. So it's a very nice looking bullish structure, bullish candlestick pattern here. And with that candlestick pattern, the market has managed to bounce to the upside. And with the news, what we can expect on dollar CAD for the price to come down to retest this neckline or this resistance line as a support. Now, this is where the daily candle, so any drop below the daily low or below this previous support level can give us a potential entry on dollar CAD. This is what we will be waiting for, the price to break this important fair value gap. Okay, so this is a very important fair value gap where there is an imbalance in the market, expecting for the price to come back down and then fill that zone and then to revert back to the upside. So let's see how the market is doing, and based on that we will be looking for entry as soon as we will find that. Thank you very much. Bullish, yeah. Gold down. Oh, we saw that there is a downside on gold, which is basically this down might give another opportunity. Let's see why it is down. First of all, I think the CAD news. Okay, so there's a big downside. This is what I was talking about. We'll be waiting for a drop. So because we might see that the CAD news might be impacting the gold price. If you look at the 1 minute, this is a big liquidity candle here. So there is a big drop here on gold, and so it drops straight back to the intraday support level. Let me see, because the CAD will make this instrument also very volatile. expecting it to break that low here and then coming back to this liquidity zone. Already it has broken well below this level. Gold and is any other instrument breaking down or only the gold? Okay, so you see that gold and euro dollar also had a local breakdown, but gold expecting it to this is the daily low here today, and that drop might bring that price to the daily low. Even breaking the daily low could possible. Okay, let's see what's the price is planning for, because CAD CPI will have definitely an impact on gold as well. So it might try to revert back, or it might grab more liquidity from here. So this is the last candle before the news. If it breaks below that level and then return back, we can look for potential entry. I will be still bullish, but we want to see when to enter. Okay, so you saw that there is a drop on gold, so that might what's a kind of price action that has given to the dollar CAD. Dollar yen is, so you see that is strengthening on dollar yen suddenly, and that was trending to the upside. So when we look at the multiple currency pairs, we understand what's happening with the dollar, so that we can reflect on gold. Okay, so from this resistance level had a huge breakdown. Now if the CAD CPI bringing that price below the daily low, that will be a very good trading opportunity for us to see. Okay, so ready for an entry. If there is anything, yeah, definitely will be looking to enter. Sorry guys, ready for the CAD news. Let me see all the instrument GBP including JPY pairs, Eurojpy, all of them. We had a trade early today on Eurojpy as well. We'll be discussing on that. Let me see that what gold is trying to do here. We have seen a sudden drop here, and that drop might bring that price below this level, where so there's a long wick here. We might see the price is hitting that long wick with the news. So 1 minute more to go with the news. Let's see the data. If you look at the Forex factory, so CPI on CAD. That's got a bounce, as I mentioned. It's got a bounce, and okay, so what the data has brought to the market? CAD, CPI, we're spending it, so all of them negative for CAD. So definitely this is given some blow on the CAD. Let's see what's happened. Yeah, that's the blow. So CAD become very weaker. And how do you understand that, in fact, in the future? So that how to use those data information that you will be looking at now. Okay, now gold. So with the strengthening on dollar, we with the weakness on CAD, how it is impacting the gold, also very important to look at. So if we see that there isn't much movement on DXY, but we saw very weakness on CAD. That has given a big bounce on dollar CAD. That's a big move. If we look at the lower time frame, we can see that the market has got a bounce. As I mentioned, this is a bull market. Because it's the news calendar, we couldn't find that. I think the next one might straight drop again for deeper liquidity, and then we could see reverting back. So on dollar CAD, we will look for entry. First of all, let it create a move, and if it drops down for a deeper liquidity or a pullback, we will be looking to enter on dollar CAD. So that has given a weakness on gold. We see that. Okay, expecting for gold to break the daily low. So this is what I will be waiting for, gold to drop below 2146. That might give another opportunity here for us. So let me draw all these possible levels. So if it breaks the 2146, then 2141, 42 is another levels that where you could see gold might be trending. It's important to see when the market is turning around here on gold. Are you guys ready? Be patient. When you are patient, you can understand what's happening in the market, because you see that euro dollar again bouncing back up. So we might see a bit more first dramatic movement before the market settle and find its direction. So it is absolutely important that we need to wait to see what's happening in the market to find a proper direction. So gold, you can see from here it's forming a doji. So looks like that it's trying to form most likely a bullish pattern. Okay, so there is a bullish doji here. and this is the 1 hour candle. Okay, here is what we see. Reaction complete, bounce, including the euro dollar. Okay, gold has got a bounce here, and if we look at dollar CAD where it is at the moment, so we have seen a very long week candle. So if gold bounce back to the upside, then dollar might got weaker, and okay, so dollar CAD is still consolidating in that area. Would like to see how gold is reacting. We saw a very good move on gold, expecting to give us an entry. First of all, let's wait for a deeper liquidity gap. So any liquidity candle is being formed on gold, we can look for that entry. Guys and girls, let me know in the meantime what's your opinion and which one you are looking at the moment. Perfectly clear analysis. Thank you, Francisco. Yes, Anikat. Sir, I believe gold will have a huge drop before tomorrow news. Do you think that? Why you think that gold will have a huge drop before starting its bullish trend? Okay, good afternoon. Thank you very much, Matthew. 2050 might be. Okay. Kizito, can you set an intraday swing trade once so that you can take the time during that session to explain the strategy and some psychology? We may not have joined your baby. Can you set an intraday swing trade? Yes, Kenzo, absolutely, absolutely. I try to find the best trade for all of you guys. Yeah, I'm a trader. Will be as soon as you will find, you will be jumping on the trade definitely. Okay, so okay, here is the market is forming a structure which is, let's see what it is trying to do here. If we see that it's gathered that massive liquidity from the support level, then we will be looking to enter here. At this point, the way the market is heading, we might see another wave of liquidity grab, but chances for a bounce back to the upside is high. Let's see what it is doing. See a good movement in the market, which is needed because we want to see the market is trending. It's just pushing high. So that was a pure liquidity grab in that area. So you can see that it's dropped, that we discussed, that was a liquidity grab. The only thing we couldn't be sure because of the news that how far it will drop. If there was a news, definitely I would be jumping on a trade on that. But at the moment we still have an entry opportunity, because after this move we could see even another wave of drop is possible for another amount of liquidity grab, which happens in the market over and over again, and any candle is forming in that zone with confirmation that we will be looking to enter. Guys and girls, make sure that you stay patient. Patience is the key in trading, guys. Make sure that you are not being impatient, because when you are patient, you know that there is always an opportunity in the market that you can take. Whenever you are patient, it will come to you. Let's look at, in the meantime, on if we look at dollar CAD and GBP/JPY. So dollar CAD, so if we look at the dollar CAD, so 30 minutes time frame on dollar CAD, this is a bullish market structure. There is a 20 EMA retest, and we have seen that there is a bounce. This is a big bounce on dollar CAD. We're still not being able to enter yet, because we need to see a proper pullback before bouncing back to the upside. On gold is just pushing high. Okay, here is what we see. This is the 5-minute chart, pushing high, guys, and we'll be waiting for entry once we see that opportunity. In the meantime, do you think that at any level we can look at? Of course, thank you very much. Aniket, it's taking 57. It's taking 57 liquidity first. Okay, platform. Okay, 57 liquidity. Yeah. So here is this drop before the news. It's a complete a huge breakdown, and you can see there is a one red candle. This one already a liquidity candle. The next one was a bit stronger liquidity candle, and just has got back up. So that might take this price to go back up to the resistance level. We should find entry along the way. Just need to be bit patient on that for this pullback. Now this is the 5 minutes. This is a 5-minute support level here. 15 minutes, a big bull candle, and with a very strong liquidity grab here. Okay, it is possible for this price to revert back here, which is possible, and that will be a big one if the price dropping back here for another liquidity gap, especially on the 5 minutes chart. Let's see how far it is coming for a pullback, because this doji, you can see this is the 5 minutes candle. Also there is a neckline here, which is a very important resistance level, turning support, and I would like to see the market has dropped well below this level before we take a buy on here. This is a, if we look at this is a resistance level for this move, and yeah, we need to see drop in any of this level or to this channel before we see that potential upside. Euro dollar has got a good move to the upside here, and okay, so you see euro dollar as well has made a huge bounce to the upside. Gbpusd also has made a big bounce to the upside. And if we look at GJ here, you can see there is a liquidity candle here on Gbpusd that has given a huge momentum. And this market also trending in that direction. So in any of the, you can see Gbpusd, there is quite a few 15 minutes candle here that are complete manipulation, and from that zone we have seen the market has made a huge bounce. So let me see here. Okay, for the Gbpusd, this is the previous session's low. There is a doji here. Okay, so it is possible for the price to break below that low and then to revert back to the upside. And this is where the liquidity is on. Expecting GJ also to have a rejection and then to give us an entry opportunity. Okay, so gold is trying to revert back, so we'll keep eye on both of the GJ and on gold to see how the price is reacting to that level. Okay guys, so in the meantime, let me know if you guys can hear me, and I would appreciate your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up. And also if you subscribe to the channel, there is a lot of content that I'm posting every single day, as well as over the weekend I will be posting some valuable content. And this weekend coming up, a very important lesson on candlestick pattern. I know that, as I mentioned starting of this session, is candlestick pattern is the only way that we can look for information when we are trading. So if you look at the candlestick pattern on how can you identify that when to enter any kind of trade, or how to especially read the candlestick pattern. If you are a beginner trader, that's very, very important. Or if you are trading but not profitable for a long time, then you can use that. So make sure, guys and girls, to access that, you subscribe to the channel and also press that bell button so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day. Now let me see here on gold. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, sir, I believe gold will have a huge drop before tomorrow's news. So you think that gold will have a huge drop before tomorrow's news? Why do you think so? look, this is where we need to also work out in terms of trading psychology. Because if you think that something will happen before the news, then you need to ask yourself also why. Reason. Okay, so reasoning is also a faculty in the brain that, when you do a lot of reasoning, you are always acting based on reason. Your faculty, the reasoning ability in your brain will be very stronger, because in fact reasoning is a very powerful way to keep a very higher state of mind. If you look at, reason brings a huge positive emotion that you can use fuel your trading, right? So what is that? If you look at, probably you have heard that about the emotion, okay, that emotion of fear and greed, that is a biggest obstacle for a trader. But how about reason? Reason is also an emotional state. So what is the opposite of reason? Opposite of reason is conformity. So if you look at, there was probably a fox have heard a sound, and then he started to run, saying that sky is falling. And then he found on the way a doggy and said that, why you are running? He said that the sky is falling. And along the way, whoever he's finding, he's saying the sky is falling, and everyone is running, until he found the lion. So the lion asked question, sky is falling? Wait a minute, where the sky is falling? Let me ask you. And that's where, that is called the reasoning. So reasoning is when you ask question for the reason why this happened, and that's where you gain much higher state of emotional state. So that's why it is important that as a trader we stay in a very higher state of emotion, so that you can overcome the lower state of emotions. What is the lower state of emotion? Is where so if you look at the human emotion that in our body, so this is where the lower state of emotion, the fear, greed, and then higher emotion is the reason, willingness, acceptance. And that's where you stay in a very higher state of emotion that helps you, fuel you to propel yourself to the direction of being a profitable trader. If you stay there in that higher zone, money is not a problem. The people who lives there, money is not a problem. So always ask a question, find out the reason why. Could be true, could be false, but you need to always be sure, because it happens sometimes. Let's say even in my experience, I have seen that, okay, when I begin my trading journey, I was doing a full-time job, and I was not happy with the job, and started look for the way to do that. And I came from the job, and I heard on the news that there was something happened. There could be a crash on gold, and someone said on the group that gold might fall today, and I started to sell gold. So the same thing, because if I did the reasoning, definitely I would look to see why gold might be dropping. So this is why it is important that you always act based on reason, not based on why everyone said that. Also, pending order needs to be filled. Okay, so Okay, that's a good reason. Smart money owned at this high level. Smart money owned at this high level. So 57 liquidity first. Okay, and they will drop. Okay, to buy at discounted price. Okay, I was thinking gold will still drop. Okay, so Abdul think that gold will drop. My confirmation was 4-hour mirror minor bearish shift. Okay, so you were looking at the 4-hour candle. 57. Okay, okay, here is we see the way we thought on gold. I think it's gonna might be coming back down to that level. Now it's some of the most important part when you are trading. Also very important part is that, guys, did you smash the like button? I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the support. Now look, the way I look at the market, let's say I'm trading on gold on here on 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Few things, because when you look at a whole picture, you see a directional bias. Another one is to look at instantly where the price in relation to that whole picture. See, this is the 5-minute chart on gold. For with the news coming up, it is sometimes hard to know exactly when the market is taking off. But when the market become overextended in one direction, that's where we enter and take the direction of the trend. So this is what we see that on gold. You can see I'm waiting for the price to drop and then to give us that entry. This is the support level here. Okay, this drop on gold is, you can see, this is what I was expecting to drop back again to that level. From the 1-hour chart, there is a doji is being closed here. There is a weakless candle. here where it is preparing now, there is a 10 and 20 MA crossover. It's too early entry. If we go long here, I'd like to see that the market has broken below that level and then revert back to the upside. So from 1 hour, this is a huge bullish middleman here in that area. So expecting it to drop back down for a bit more deeper pullback, and then we can look for entry. Until we find a suitable entry, just need to look for the setup on GJ as well. Okay, so here on gold is still trying to trend. Euro dollar also has got a bounce. So we see the weakness on dollar. What happened with the dollar CAD, where the market, after this big drop on dollar CAD, price has reached at the top, and from the daily, it's a big move on dollar CAD so far. From the weekly, from the 1 hour, dollar CAD is from this level is trying to come down for a deeper pullback with the weakness on dollar. So you see that euro dollar has got a significant move. In gold is still forming that bullish structure in that area. Until we find the setup, just let's wait for the market to give us. My confirmation was the 4-hour minor bearish shift here. What is gold USD call now? What is gold USD call now? Can you help me? There is 1 hour FVG at gold. From there it will drop again. Then we look for entry. Abdul Ghani. So 1 hour fair value gap. So this is the 1 hour candle. This is a reference bullish candle, which is basically a very strong liquidity candle. Let me delete all of them to refresh the look at. Now, if you look at the 1 hour chart, this is a huge bullish candle on gold from the 1 hour. And that bullish candle is most likely we could see a bigger continuation to the upside from that candle, which we still not fully prepare for that move. At the moment we see the market is trending. I would like to see, you see, this is a huge liquidity grab during the news, but now the market settled, and this is where we need that further liquidity grab to see how the market is giving us that entry opportunity. And in the meantime, guys, I would appreciate your support to the channel, giving a thumbs up, and let me know if you have any specific pair that you are looking at. Yeah, so it's now, we need to see in overextended in any of the direction, which is the essence of everything. Okay, so most of the trade that I take, you can say that 96% of my trade that I take after the market become overextended. So what does that mean is that, let's say a market is trending, right? So in an uptrending market, when the price creates series of higher high and higher low, so this market, when it is overextending to the upside, then I will be selling. No, that's not right. I try to avoid selling the uptrending market. Instead, I will be waiting for the market to get overextended in the downside while it is trending to the upside. That's the key points here to look at. Wait for the market to be overextended to the downside and then look for buying. That's the key to understand the liquidity. And also finding a liquidity candle is also will be a very powerful entry signal when you are trading the market. And that's what I emphasized in our previous Zoom class as well. If you guys missed the Zoom class in the VIP, you can have access on the VIP Telegram channel, where you can find all the classes. If you scroll up, you will find all the classes where you can access all of them in the VIP Telegram channel for all the VIP Zoom classes, where you can understand how we discussed about finding a liquidity candle. Because when you can understand when the liquidity candle is being formed, you can see that the market is preparing for a bigger move. And that's where you trade with the trend. That's where you can find the major flow in the market. Let me see here. So this is the 30 minutes, 1 hour. So this is the 1 hour support level. The break of this structure is absolutely good point for a potential bullish market, bullish entry. Okay, let it break. So coming below the 1 hour. All right, so this is we might find potential entry. Let's see how far it is dropping. Many people here. Okay, so I will be going long from here on gold, and my stop loss will be here. So around on this trade will be 15 to 16 pip stop loss from this level. Okay, it's a quick buy trade by market. Where's my, I might get a late entry. No, I don't want to get a late entry. So long stop loss at 2155.189. I've entered, but I might be a bit late, but this is the entry on gold that I have taken. So TP can be to the upside. So what I think that we might see a bounce here. 2158 at the moment. All right, so let's take it at 2158.70 TP. Okay. So I set my TP at 2158.70. Okay, so here it just tested the 20 EMA, and then expecting it to revert back to the upside and to give us that TP hit. Okay guys, so gold, I'm running in good profit at the moment. So this is the second trade for today. We had a massive winner on Eurusdjpy as well. So let's keep making some pip here, expecting it to bounce. Now if the market managed to break above this green candle, we might see continuation. Make sure guys, you always do the risk management. Anything can happen anytime. The market may break down and keep pushing down, so make sure you stay managed. So here is to grab liquidity. We'll be holding for 2158.70. Guys, are you with me? Are you with me with this trade? Gold we have bought. Okay, expecting it to close above this green candle, which is important to see that the candle closed above this green candle here. Didn't expect it to drop that much downside, but let's see what's happened here. Awesome. Expecting it to revert back to the upside. It might break the low or will push to the upside. I'm almost at my entry. Very tight stop loss and expecting it to reject. There is a weakless candle here. Sure if it is coming down to hunt that. Hunting is a part of the game. Now it might hunt. Because if it is hunting, then let me see what it is doing. So it might hunt here. If it hunt, then it might drop here, but let's see if we can get a rejection from this level. This candle I expected to close above, but they didn't. Market manipulation is a part of the game in trading, but let's see what's it's planning for. We have a tight stop loss. Chances that the market will retest the 20 EMA. So I'm out. I will be entering again. I'm out. It's a very tight stop loss. We'll be waiting again another entry. That's a massive manipulation. So from this weakless candle, there is a huge manipulation, and we might find another entry because it's a weakless candle. That could be the zone that we might see the price might be reacting to that level. First of all, we need to see how the price is closing. So if it is forming a doji 5 minutes, then okay, I would like to buy again gold from that doji. Stop loss below this low. I have opened buy from here on gold. Okay, stop loss below this low. TP target, keep it 221. So I'm buy on gold from this level. There is a big manipulation here, expecting it to revert back. Okay, so always stay managed so that we can, like the previous one, we can take the profit that we need. I'm on another buy. Okay, here with this liquidity grab, expecting it to bounce back up to the resistance level. Okay, so here the market crossed the 20 EMA. So if the trend is up, we see proper manipulation. Are you with me? It was the previous one was only a few pips. So manipulation. Yeah, so the manipulation is a part of game. As you can see, it's now is basically grab that massive liquidity from here, and yeah, in the second trade, that let's hold it for, if it crossed that point, then it will give more profit than our previous trade, and then we'll take more on that. So here is the most important part, guys, is that always use a lot size calculator so that your risk always remain the same but reward become higher. That's what the missing point that many traders sometimes don't understand. So make sure you always use a lot size calculator to keep your risk in control. Do you have a lot size calculator? Let me know. If you don't have, then if you are in the VIP group, you can access all of them. Now, if I look at the TF indicator, you can see that this is the trade that just I have taken according to our TF strategy. The previous trade was early entry, but this one looks to me that in the direction. Let's see what happened in the next couple of minutes. So this is according to our TF strategy, and this tool also available for you. You can access that from your dashboard. If you are our lifetime member, you can see in your student dashboard all the information is there. You can access the TF strategy indicator. Before you access it, you need to go through the strategy so that you know the rules of the strategy before you use the indicator. It's a key. Now here is okay, this is the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes, even if this one is closing as a red doji, I will still be expecting gold to bounce from that level to this liquidity zone, unless it's very hungry for further liquidity grab. Just not expecting at the moment. This is a bullish trend. Come on, it's not. So 15 minutes. Okay, one bounce is needed for a move. Now here it just tested the 20 EMA, gain enough momentum. If it revert back to the upside, we should see a bounce on gold. All right, guys, I'm on the trade. What happened with the dollar CAD and the Euro USD? Okay, so all of them, dollar CAD and Euro USD showing potentially bullish, so gold should be following in that direction. This is the 15 minutes. So expecting this one closing above as a bullish candle, we see some kind of bounce. Third round started, told you that will drop. Okay, so here is this trade expecting is for the price to, I think that long week candle was a pure manipulation. You see it has broken that weakless candle, which is a very important level of support. I want to hold it for bigger profit. So now we need to see that it's breaking to the upside instead of gathering liquidity from here. That's where the issue will come. If the price is maintaining gathering liquidity from here, in that case, I want to see that this candle is closing as a bull candle instead of bear candle. That is in the last moment. Now it's not having enough momentum. That's unbelievable manipulation. Didn't take me anymore. That's an unbelievable manipulation. You see the back-to-back 3 fail attempt from the buyers. Just scrubbed in that direction. So where it is heading, so it might be breaking all this low now, coming back down. So all this red candle, highly likely we'll see breaking this low. So from 15 minutes, we have to wait to see if all those, see this move coming here, so it might be dropping all the way to this level. Looking at the daily, what it is trying to do here, it's a very narrow range, so you might see again dropping back to this daily support level here. And in that move, because you see it's just started to drop, highly likely we'll see break of this low. And after break of this low, we'll see that bouncing back to the upside. Okay, at the moment we see this market from after forming this doji, it's just breaking down to that support level here. So we need to wait for again to form another structure, while we see that Gbpujpy is just also the consolidating in that area. So this news has given a good move on dollar CAD, but gold, it's in a very strong manipulative state. There is a bounce and reverting back to that support level. So chances for gold to drop back below this daily support is high, or we might see purely sideways until the news coming tomorrow, and then we might see that with the news manipulating multiple times and then breaking to the upside. At the moment, it's, you can see when the market manipulate like this, guys, it's always best idea to wait. We had a Eurusdjpy trade early today in the VIP group. We had a good profit. Gbpujpy was given a break even. Gold trade did not work out so far. We'll be waiting for entry and again in any of them. And let me see what's happening with JPY pairs along with the dollar yen. And a bit slower movement here. So what's happening with the dollar CAD? Here it's now trying to revert, but we need to see, because you see back to back all of them red candles. So this move now may bring that price below this level here, and then we could see again another rejection from this level. GJ, there's I think YGJ and other yen pairs bullish. When the Japanese news release today was a good one. The reason is yen is inherently weaker currency. So good news means that yen is weaker because BUJ keep yen weaker. So whenever you see that JPY news, there's a pattern that I will be explaining later. Whenever you see JPY news, you'll see that basically the market, with the JPY news, the market gain momentum, creating a false breakout, and then you'll see the market revert back to the upside again. Now gold is in a very extreme manipulation. So you see this is a complete red move. Now this red move, if it is straight dropping below that level, we will be looking to see what the price action is showing again in that area. Euro dollar is a little bit in a choppy. This kind of move is unusual. You can see in an uptrend. GBP, JPY, GBP, USD. So all the instrument that is along with the dollar, along with the yen and a DXY. So if we look at dollar yen, also bullish. So this is a very strongly bullish here on dollar yen. There's a long wick at the top on the 4-hour time frame on dollar yen, and there is a support here in that zone on dollar yen. So with that support level, this is the 1-hour chart, 30 minutes important level. From the 15 minutes, we saw that support level. Dollar yen might keep pushing high, or we could see dropping down and breaking that low, boom, bouncing back to the upside, which is also a probability. Okay, now it's got a huge drop here, and that might bring that price below. So it's a complete breakdown here. Okay, what kind of price action is trying to form here? Now with this huge red move, like to see that the all candles are red, straight drop below this level, okay, below 2150. That will be a huge drop on gold, and that's where you will find that potential reversal from this level. So you see the market is still bearish here. It's a complete red move. Okay. Full drop is needed. We see that drop. Okay, now this kind of drop is a sign of liquidity or the false breakdown, because there is no, you see there is no pullback. There's only one liquidity candle here too, and then has had a big drop. So that drop might extend this price below this level, which is below 2150, and once we see that much drop, okay, might extend below daily chart. If we look at the price failed to create a higher high, so what I think that now it might even come back to create a new lower low. We see that downside. Complete bearish momentum. Now here is the key. So if this red is a false candle, then we might see straight back. We'll see how the price is reacting in that zone. So it might drop and then form a long wick candle before moving up, or even drop a bit more downside. It could again come back down and break this daily low, also possible. You see the sellers are very strong at the moment. Depending on how the price is reacting, we can see. Okay guys, hope that you are enjoying the live session. I would appreciate your support to the channel if you give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification. And in the meantime guys, if you want to if you're looking to join a reliable broker, there is a link, the broker that recommended, you can find in the description area, and also I can share with you in the live chat. You can use it to register, and then you can start trading. So I've given the link in the live chat. You can click and then you can start trading with reliable broker, no commission broker, that can give you highly regulated in any region that you are trading. So I've given you the link. You can use it to register for free, and then you can start trading with. Okay, so here is the rejection to the downside, still on. The drop is still on. Okay, we see that drop. Okay, huge drop, and that has broken that 1 hour liquidity candle completely. So that 1 hour liquidity candle is broken here. Now it's important to see how far it's gonna drop in that direction, as it has broken. Okay, now it's forming a long wick doji. So it's almost a very in a significant support level. This is the news candle, if you remember guys, and from here now either it might revert back, or we could see further liquidity grab. At the moment I want to be a little bit of patient here to see. It's in a very important level of support, but because there is a big drop, it might try to break again. And because the market has broken that high here, okay, so the market in a Gbpusd is just keep pushing high, keeping moving up. On gold is here, so the move on gold is very unusual here. Okay, so the highly bearish at the moment on gold in that area. Looking at euro dollar, and majority of the pairs that we see, GBP also trending, dollar yen is also trending. So you see majority of the pairs currently trending as we see, there was a news being released on CAD. Tomorrow is a big day. You can see CAD CPI coming, and then coming up GBP tomorrow, a very important day for GBP as well, CPI, followed by FOMC. FOMC is a big news day, so I will be covering FOMC. I'll try to stay on live during the FOMC. If you guys are here, then we can trade together along with FOMC, and we will be also covering GBP CPI. So I will come on 1 hour later, that CPI, but we will see how the market is doing, and then followed by FOMC. So we will be trading that in the upcoming trading days. So always, guys, it's important that you always stay patient. The market has a phase, so we see that it's currently in a very strong manipulation. So we could see that gold even breaking the daily low, so it might drop back below even 2047. So better to wait to see how the market is trying to revert here. You see, if it is forming two narrow dojis here, chances for another drop is high until we see the price in a very important confluence. It is always a good idea to remain observant. Always stay in control of your trading account by doing the proper risk management also is the key. And I believe that you enjoyed this live session. I will be coming on live again tomorrow twice, as you know, that during the London session as well as in NY session. And before I leave, guys and girls, if you want to learn the strategy that we are trading and also trade with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, we have few spots left to join. You can find the link below this video in the description. Once you are on the website, you can click join now button, then you can join and also be part of trading community while you will be learning and growing as a trader. And also you can see all the trade that I am opening with entry, stop loss and take profit target. And until that, stay well, stay happy. I'll see you again trading live together. Thanks for joining the live session.